So hi, one of the Good Noise podcasts. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and so before the podcast, I was like, "Do I have any shows I have to talk about?" Because when we spoke on Wednesday, it felt like a podcast episode with how in depth I went with the Set It Off show that I went to last Tuesday. So that's where I was, and that's what we're going to talk about before we get started here.
Of course.
So I saw Set It Off. The Oxymorons, No Love for the Middle Child, and the absolute besties, the homies in Sharia Moore.
Woo! Love you, Sharia Moore.
I won't even talk about the show yet. The funniest part of the entire thing was Glory adding Sharia Moore on Twitter and being like, "You guys have to let me know how tall Shane is." And Brendan,
take a mental note.
And Brendan was like, he DM'd me and he's like, "Okay, so when we meet, we're all going to shrink to make you look super tall." So this picture was taken at 11 o'clock at night. Glory's a little tired. I sent it to her. It gets her.
Okay, continue.
I'm a fucking giant, dude. I'm literally 6'7".
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I don't think they know how tall I actually am, so they might tell you I'm 6'7".
They might actually be like, he was somewhere around,
6'7". That's how tall I am. So
of course.
That was very funny. You can pictures on the internet. It's on Brendan's Instagram.
Exactly. It's on Sharia Moore's page now because I'm pretty sure they did a collaborator post on that one. So just go to their Instagram. You'll find it.
It's on our Twitter. And it's funny. It's hilarious. But
it is funny.
Got to meet 3/4 of the band. Casey had to go back home.
I don't even get to meet Casey.
No, you don't. But you get to meet everyone
But you
else.
didn't. So.
I didn't either. So we're even on that one.
Yeah. If you got to meet Casey, I don't know what I would have done. But I would have been charging up on Trey. I would have been like, why you didn't even bring. Oh my god. No.
So that was great. That was very fun. Sharia Moore was great live. Woo. No Love for the Middle Child was great live. Second time I've seen the Oxymorons. They were great again. And this was my first time seeing Set It Off headline. And I thought they were pretty good. But I don't know if I'm just bitter and old, maybe a little bit. Just a little bit. And went to too many shows, maybe. But like, when I've got all these short people in front of me that I can very much see over, and then Set It Off has them put their hands up every 2 seconds. Oh. It grinds on my last nerve. And No Love for the Middle Child did the same thing. It was like their stage presence and like crowd interaction was like solely like put your hands up. And it's like it's great, and the bands put on a great live show. But like when I saw Set It Off for the first time, they were direct support to Sleeping with Sirens, which is a weird tour anyway. But yeah. So they weren't like telling you to put your hands up every 3 seconds. So I was like, they're great. And then I see them headline and they're like, "Okay, guys, put your hands up." And
they just learned that
trick.
No,
I don't want to put my hands up, and I don't want the people in front of me to put their hands up either, because everyone here is not 6'7". I am 6'7". I can see over everyone. And when they put their hands up, I can't do that.
Yeah. That's why you gotta get barricade, man.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
I didn't expect a line for a Tuesday night show when a majority of the fans were probably getting out of middle school or high school. So I didn't think that there would have been a queue, but there was. I got there like a half an hour early, and I was texting you. I was like, "I swear to God, why
I'm 2 blocks down." Yeah. I was like, "There's no way," because you scared me. You were like, "I think I might miss Sharia Moore," and I was like, "There's no way you're gonna miss like the one band that I care about on that bill." Respectfully, they're the besties.
I kept walking down, and I was literally in front of the same bar that I stood in front of for the second night, or one of the nights I saw Water Parks. I don't fucking know which one.
Oh, Parks.
Or was it? I don't know how. I don't fucking know. When I went to the TLA, it's like every single time I wind up in front of this bar that's super far away from the fucking venue. So I was like, okay, well, is it going to take me 5 minutes, or is it going to take me an hour and a half to get there? So I would have been very pissed off, but I made it in just in time. I got my water, and Sharia Moore was on, and I'm like, this is great.
This is
Sharia Moore didn't have people lift their hands up every 5 seconds, so for that, they were amazing live.
Good job, Sharia Moore.
So, but yeah, that was my only thing, because it's like it's a similar crowd to like water parks, at least like age wise, but like water parks doesn't have people put their hands up every 3 seconds.
No.
So I prefer being in that crowd. Although this one wasn't as aggressive. It's like it's the same people, but it's like
water parks. Water parks is aggressive.
Well, no, like when water parks goes on stage, it's like,
oh yeah, they
it's
go
like
rabid.
You're fighting. It's every man for themselves in that pit, and it's like you are 15 and you're beating me up. How?
Exactly. What's up with that? Yeah.
So yeah, that's my only gripe, but that might just be me being a little bitter. I participated though sometimes. Other times I was like, I had my hands up 3 seconds ago. They're still tired, because they don't just want you like this. You gotta go like this. And,
yeah, you gotta go full extended arms,
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do that for you. I'm sorry. So that was fun. Glad I finally got to see them headline. And then if anybody can get me in to Simple Plan and Sum 41 with Set It Off as the opener, where they won't be asking people to lift their hands up every 3 seconds at the Stone Pony Summer stage, hit us up, because I'd like to see Set It Off again. And also I think it would be cool to see Sum 41 and Simple Plan.
I really want to see Sum 41,
but not for $90 resale. I'm gonna be honest. Or driving to Philly when they're literally playing pretty much in my backyard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got lots of gigs this upcoming week. A whole lot.
A whole lot.
You're going to gigs first, so why don't you start with yours?
Okay, thank you. I was waiting. I didn't know if you're gonna be like, so I'm gonna continue mine, and then Glory can go.
No. We're gonna go in order. Man. You're Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm Thursday, Friday.
Perfect. All right. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm seeing the besties, Sharia Moore, and also other besties, Shallow Pools. Great. I am so excited. And then also I'm seeing Matt. Okay. So it's just like a lot to take in.
A lot of people Glory's gonna be meeting.
A lot of people. From Pulses. Matt from Pulses, the guy we thank twice every podcast. Anyways, but yeah, that should be really cool. I'm going really early. I should get barricade. Canal Club is usually like super easy to get barricade because you just have to race people upstairs, and I'm usually pretty good at running upstairs compared to like 12-year-olds, so like I should be good with that.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing Einstein Kills, Motionless in White, and Blackville Brides on their final date of their Trinity of Terror Scene Hella Mega tour. I'm manifesting. I'm trying for barricade for that one too.
Not gonna happen.
It's going to happen. I thought you were supporting me with that.
You're gonna get punched in the face before you get barricade. I'm telling you right now.
I'll take that. If you
go to take barricade from someone that paid $200 to stand there, they're gonna go like this to you.
Dude, I'm just saying, if I see a spot open, I'm taking it. I'm not gonna push anybody out of the way. All I know, I'm getting barricade.
You're more likely to get knocked out in the Einstein Kills pit or whatever happened to that poor guy that got carried out bridal style in Philly.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah.
Than getting barricade.
Dude, boo-hoo. That'll be me. I don't care. I'm getting
these fucking brain damage, bro.
No, I'm gonna get the soon to be besties. I'm gonna throw them their roses, and they're gonna be so happy. And that's that. I forgot his name. My favorite person in Einstein Kills.
Spencer?
I always mention him. No, sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, Spencer. Come on the podcast. The
Joe.
Nope, the other one. Other side.
I don't know their names.
No,
I don't know all their names.
He's my favorite.
Is there like a Ricky and there's like a Dan?
Ricky. Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky.
There might be a Dan in there too. I'm not sure.
Possibly the drummer. I'm not. All I know is Ricky, Spencer. There you go.
I don't know. As an Einstein Kills fan, I don't think you really have to know anyone other than Spencer, because it's just like I don't know. I listened to them a lot, and I'm like, I really didn't even know that there were like other members that were like permanently in the band until I started seeing them live. Members. So I'm catching up right now.
Exactly, man. No shame in that. It's just I like Ricky's cool.
Yeah,
Ricky's cool. Also, I only remember his last name. The drummer?
Yeah, the drummer's funny on social media too. Patrick. That's his name. It's not Dan. It's Patrick.
Wait, so there isn't a Dan?
There might be a Dan.
How many members are there? Are there 4 or 5? I feel.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I was like, Patrick. That's the funny guy on social media.
Is that the drummer?
Yes, it's Spencer. Okay. Ricky, Patrick, Joe, and Dan. There is a Dan.
There is a Dan. Who's the Dan?
I knew. I got all 5 members. I didn't even know there was a Dan, bro.
There was Spidey's son. Wait, but who's Dan?
Dan is he's the lead guitarist. Ricky is the rhythm guitarist. Joe is bass. Pat is drums. Spencer is vocals. But it's like they've had so many members. Like you go on the Wikipedia page and there's more former members. So it's like, I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
Doing my best. Now I know all their names. I learned them right here.
There you go. I'm gonna put a little note in the roses. I'm gonna be like, please come on the podcast, and hopefully Ricky reads it. Ricky, shout out to you. Yeah, all right, your turn.
So that was it. Those are your shows. I'm going to.
Oh wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. Who's opening for my show?
Fame on Fire.
And I'm seeing Fame on Fire. That was it.
It's funny that I know that and you don't. I'm not even going. Gloria's like, who's opening for my show in Virginia?
Shane, who's opening for my show again?
Well, it was like I dug for it because I wanted to know who's opening for your show because Lilith is playing with 3 Days Grace now.
It's crazy.
So I was like, okay, well now I need to know who's opening for Glory's show. Do they have an opener?
I would have been cool if they didn't, to be completely honest.
Yeah. But on Thursday, I'm seeing Godsmack, 3 Days Grace, Black Veil Brides, Wage War, and Lilith Czar.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
She's going to be like, oh my God, is that kid again?
That kid for the third time?
Point to you.
Except I walked in so late during her set in New York that I caught about the last minute of it. It was very good though. So that's going to be great. I'm bringing my mom to that show because I've had those tickets since 2019. They were a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Because the show was supposed to be in 2020. Back then, the lineup was much worse than it is now. It was like Godsmack, Hailstorm, Theory of a Dead Man or some shit.
Oh.
Someone else.
Wow.
And then New Year's Day was like only doing a VIP acoustic set.
What?
So I was like, it's a weird fucking lineup. But I prefer this one much more. So that's very fun. And then Friday, I'm seeing Beartooth in a fucking arena. It's going to be great. With Silverstein. Cool. I'm finally seeing the Devils Wear Prada.
Oh, good for you. You're like their biggest fan.
I'm gonna piss my pants, bro. Because
wear boots, guys, because Shane's gonna just piss his pants.
Only in section 114 because it was like it's a smaller arena. So there's they were selling all of the first section and then the floor, but if I don't have to stand for 4 hours, I'm not going to. So I was like, okay, the floor is $10 more expensive. I could just buy a seat for $10 less, and I don't have to stand the whole night. So I bought a seat, even though I'm not as close. I bought a seat, so I can sit down with my old man back.
You're 19.
Yeah, but my back pain.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Wait, did you get seats for Limp Bizkit? Because that's, as you said, next week. You said off camera.
I bought Pit because number one, I want to be as close to Fred Durst as possible. 2,
of course,
somehow the Pit was cheaper than seats, like the best seats, because they were only selling. So the arena is like this. There's seats on the side that they weren't selling. Seats like this across that they were selling. Seats in the corners that they were selling. The best ones were obviously here, and the seats that were in the very front were $99 a seat. The floor, $59.
Oh wow!
So I bought a floor ticket.
Wow.
And I was like, I'll stand for Limp Bizkit. I've also never gotten standing room for any sort of arena show. So I was like, why not let Limp Bizkit take my arena show standing room virginity?
Hmm.
I'm sorry for wording it like that.
I saw it coming. It's okay.
So yeah, also 2 weeks from now or whatever, May 6th, the world is gonna explode. I'm seeing Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst and I are gonna be in the same room.
Wow. I have a cake delivery that day. So big day for both of us, I guess.
Huge day.
Yeah, massive,
huge day for cake
day.
lovers and Limp Bizkit ex-Shane lovers.
Mm-hmm. Of course. That should be great.
It's gonna be a very big day. We do have music that we have to talk about that came out this week. It was a pretty light week. Can't complain. So we're gonna get started. Northlane dropped their new album Obsidian. We spoke to Northlane to be out this week. Woo, very fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That one happened. Dude, I thought this album was pretty good. I don't know if Twitter overheard me tell Marcus that I thought the album was very good or what, but I've been getting fed a lot of shit that's like, I don't like the new Northlane album. And I'm like, is Twitter like trying to get me like fired up? Because I'll get fired up.
How'd you not like that?
And I was like, I don't know if Twitter's listening to me or if the general census is that this album is not like being well received by fans or what, but I've seen a lot of like, the new Northlane album is boring as shit, and I was like, I don't know. Personally, I was like, I like it so much that I was like, oh no, I have to turn it off. I have other shit that I have to listen to today. So especially there's a song in Moretta. We're just gonna say that I said that correctly. That song especially fucking bangs. So I really enjoyed this album front to back, and maybe I'll catch them in Philly, although they're playing the TLA, which is a venue Set It Off played, and every single time I go there I hate it more and more and more. So by like August of this year I might just be like, you're playing TLA? Well, I'm not going.
Oh.
What'd you think of the record?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Both times, because obviously we spoke to them before the album was out, so both times that I listened to it, it always started off and I was like, "Whoa, this is brave, starting it off with a 6-minute track." Okay, but you know, by the time you're like halfway through it, you're like, "Ooh, this is vibey, this is good, I enjoyed this," and then the album just kicks off and it doesn't in like the best way, it doesn't stop. There aren't any lulls, is what I mean by that. I don't know, it was just a really solid album.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because it is like you look at the track lengths. I looked at it when we had the stream and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah,
it's every song is 3.5 minutes or longer, except for like one interlude track.
Exactly, an interlude.
There's not. Okay, never mind. There's not even an interlude.
Never mind.
I thought there was. Whatever.
It's great. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect.
So you're just like, holy shit, that's very long. And but it just kind of breezes right by. You're like, no, holy shit. And it's kind of like an album that I can compare it to that had like the similar track lengths and everything. The Between the Buried and Me record that like was, every song was like fucking at least 4 minutes, and you were like, oh wow, wait, an hour and a half record felt like it was done in 40 minutes, like in the best way possible.
Yes.
So that's very good.
Yeah. I don't understand how people honestly can like dislike this record. Maybe it's like they got like 2 tracks in and they're like, ooh, I'm already 10 minutes in, even though I'm only 2 tracks in. But it's like, just
I think
past
Twitter's
that.
feeding me the bullshit. They were listening to me. They were listening to me in the interview, and they were like, we're gonna feed this motherfucker some shit to really piss him off, get him to interact with our stupid fucking website that's now owned by Elon Musk.
What's up with that? Bro, go solve world hunger or something. Like, why are you buying the Bird app? I don't know. That's dumb. Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done? Okay. Donovan Melero dropped a new album, Chelsea Park After Dark. Banger.
That rhymes.
What?
That rhymes.
It did you not notice that?
No, I noticed it. I just didn't get a chance to say it until now. I didn't want to be like, Donovan, your album title rhymes.
It rhymes. Let's talk about that for a second. Was that intentional? Oh my God. This album was good. We spoke to Donovan Melero. If you'd like to go watch it, you should. It was a really good interview. He isn't in it for like half of it, and then he sits down, and then you could see him for the rest of it. It's really cool. It was fun though. This album was good. To be fair, I wasn't like the biggest. I liked it. I wasn't just the biggest fan of it when we first spoke to him, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to it again because Shane was just raving about it in the Discord as he was listening to it again. He was like, "Oh my God, this album is so good.
This shit hurts."
Exactly. Well, yeah, you were suffering, but you were like, "This album hurts." And I was like, "Okay, let me listen to it again." I listened to it again. Oh my God, what was I on? Like it was great. Such a good album. Vocals were really nice. I just like the whole vibe of it. It wasn't like aggressive at all. It was just like a nice album. I don't really know how to explain the genre, but it was just nice.
I'm very confused as like how I enjoyed this record so much because like it's not a genre that I would normally be like raving over. And like this was fine, but I'm like there's just something in it. Number one, the album hurts. Ow. Goddamn. Second of all, it bangs. That's great. But it's seriously, I think, one of my favorite records this year so far.
Oh yeah.
And Closet Box is. I tweeted this.
And he just responded to it.
One of my favorite songs from this year. Hey Donovan, thanks for responding. By saying thank you. Closet Box is one of my favorite songs to come out this year. It's just so fucking like groovy and vibey, and it's one of the like more upbeat songs on the record, at least like instrumentally sounding, which I think is why I gravitate towards it so much. But all in all, this fucking record's fucking fantastic,
incredible.
And go watch our interview / half listen to it because part of it is just the two of us. We were completely okay with it. We were like, please still turn your camera on. We want to see the sun behind you. You're in California. Look at how lucky you are.
We want to just admire all of your Billboard boards and plaques and achievements. Like,
it didn't make it into the interview, but when you were like Billboard flex, and he was like, yeah, and you're like, oh shit, you heard me.
Yeah, because I didn't know that he was like, I don't know. He answered the call, and I was like, oh, okay, he probably stepped out first because he wasn't sitting down. And I was like, oh, Billboard flex, and he responded. And I was like, there's no way. He just heard that. Ridiculous. He was very, very kind though. Thank you.
Stay put out a new single, Idealized Me. That's a mouthful. This fucking song is crazy. I don't know what's going on with the drums, but holy shit. What in the fuck? I was blown away. I've listened to this song a handful of times today. And it's just like every single time I'm like, what in the actual fuck is going on with those drums? I can't get over the drums. That honestly, I didn't hear much else of the song because I was just like, holy fuck, those drums are insane.
Yeah. See, you're focusing on the drums. I couldn't stop listening to the guitar. The guitar was just going crazy the entire time. I even texted Dylan. I was like, dude, what did you do to the guitar? It's just crazy. But I like this new sound that they're pushing out because not the lip sync. Oop, the what is it called? It's not hyperpop. The auto tune. That's what it is. The auto tune was good. I liked that mixture into the metal. Sorry, I'm not like a metalhead. I like Guys Stand Kills and Stay Put. Then it ends there. But I enjoyed this song. They always kill it.
So true.
They always kill it. Ann Arbor dropped a new single, Letter in a Suitcase.
Song's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it banged. It was weird, but it banged.
It was very, I didn't expect it at all. Because Ann Arbor is usually kind of like a sunny day, summer little pop song band. And then when this came on, I was like, what the is this Ann Arbor? Yeah, right? Yeah.
But yeah, no, the track was cool. So and they announced a record. I couldn't tell you when it's coming out, but they announced it, which means that you should go look to see when it comes out because I can't remember when it came out.
Yeah, let me see. And I also, Amber, come on the podcast. I've been trying to get you
I was
on the
pointing.
podcast.
I was pointing you, like as in the people listening, like you.
Oh.
But you. That's fine as well.
Releases. Oh my God, September 2nd. Guys, you could have kept that one under wraps for a second.
The Wonder Years put out a new single, Oldest Daughter. Still haven't listened to much of the Wonder Years, I'm gonna be honest. But I really did enjoy this song, and like the fucking like the emotion that you could hear from Soupy. I was like, holy shit. I don't know what's going on with this playlist and hurting me, but holy fuck, this song hurts too. So I thought it was really good, and they've got a record coming later this year, and I'm excited to kind of follow along on their release cycle, because I've been like, I know the Wonder Years. I've had tickets to see them twice. I haven't seen them either time. I saw them once, but I had no idea what they were saying the entire time because I didn't get to listen to them beforehand. So I'm very excited to listen to an album when it comes out, because I won't go back and listen to any of their other records. I don't have time for that.
No. Yeah, I like this track a lot. Same with you. I had to take it to see the Wonder Years, but because the venue's an hour and a half away, I left before they even came on. Sorry. But I did listen to some of their older stuff in preparation for that, just in case we pulled a, you know what? Never mind. Let's stay for the Wonder Years. But we didn't. So, whoops. This song was good. I enjoyed it. And I too am excited to follow along, because then that forces me to actually get into the Wonder Years and hopefully regret skipping them, even though it wasn't like a intentional. It was just kind of like a, I have to get home thing. Static Dress dropped a new single, Flea House. Static Dress, Jesus Christ, take a nap, man.
This fucking song rocks. This is like one of the coolest bands right now coming up.
Oh yeah.
And this fucking song just bangs so goddamn hard. And it's like every single thing they put out, it's like, no, they can't get better. And then they do. And you're like, how the fuck did that happen? They're like, I don't know.
It just happens.
Yeah. And I'm like, holy shit. Take a nap. I agree with you. Take a nap.
Yeah, because they just put out that EP, like, it was an EP, like a couple months ago, earlier this year. And then they followed up with like 3 more singles. And now this. I'm like, just dude. Put down the guitar, piano, whatever you start this off with, just put it down, go to your room, take a nap. You're grounded. Please God,
take a nap. Drugs put out a new single, Brighter Side. This kicked off, I was like, who put Dance Gavin Dance on the playlist? They haven't done anything.
Dance Gavin Dance.
Every single fucking time that this song started, I had to check whatever device I was listening to, and I was like, who the fuck, who's playing a joke on me? Who got a hold of the podcast playlist and added Dance Gavin Dance?
Yeah.
And every single time I was like, and then like obviously the song progresses and it doesn't sound like Killian singing anymore. No. It sounds like a drug song the further you get in, but it's like it kicks off with such a high pitched like vocal line, and you're just like, yo, is there a Tillian feature on this that no one told me about?
Oh my god.
But that's my review of the song. Other than that, it was very good. I'm very excited for this record to come out, and they're touring with Crown the Empire on Crown the Empire's 10-year anniversary tour for their best record, The Fallout.
Oh wow. You going?
Well, it's in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is at least 2 hours away. Wow. Yes, I'll be there.
Are you joking?
We'll love see. The Fallout. Love that record. And like, I'm not gonna be like, all right, like maybe there'll be a leg 2 where they hit somewhere close to me. I'll just fucking drive the 2 hours each way. Like they're playing in the city, but like I would rather drive 4 hours in total than ever go to the city again.
Yeah.
So
you never have a good experience in the city?
No. Well, I've only been to the actual city once, but just like driving anywhere in New York or taking mass transit doesn't sound like fun to me.
No.
And since I just did it less than like 2 weeks ago, I drove to Long Island. I don't want to go anywhere near that godforsaken state or the city inside of that state anytime soon. So I'll drive the 2 hours each way.
No, that's valid. That's valid. I like this track. I didn't think of Dance Gavin Dance. But I'm not really thinking of them often.
I'm not either.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. I know their sound, but they don't cross my mind often. So when I listen to this, I was like, oh, hey, it's drugs. And then it kind of moved on. So that was my experience. Citizen, drop new single, Bash Out. I like Citizen. Citizen, invitation to come on the podcast has now been given out. You're welcome on the podcast. Please tell your PR person to hit us up.
Song was cool, man. For the longest time I was like, how the fuck is this band touring with Turnstile? And I heard this song and I was like, oh wait, it makes sense. Somehow it does. So now I finally get it. The song was very cool.
It was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Action, or no, not action, adventure.
Action and arrows.
Arrows in action. Put a new single, Put You Through Me. Thank fucking God the song is out, because if I have to go on TikTok one more time and hear the fucking teaser for this song as the first thing when I open up the fucking clock app, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Like, granted, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna watch this or not, but you guys are killing it on TikTok. That's all well and good, but like, bro,
give it a break.
Personally, if I heard that song one more time, I was gonna fucking lose my mind. So I'm glad the whole thing is out, because like,
now you can tease more of it.
Yeah, now you can tease something else, or promote this song, but you can promote a different part of this song, because if I gotta hear the chorus one more time on the fucking clock app, it's different in the full song, but on the clock app one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's different in the context of the song.
Yep. World famous line from yours truly. The song was cool.
Yeah, so. I couldn't go on Instagram without seeing this track on people's stories. It was like Jen, Abby, other scene people that we follow. Those are the only two people that come to mind. I don't think Jen posted it, but like in the same ring of those people, I just saw people posting this song and being like, this is so good, best song of the year, etc. And I was like, this song better be good. I gotta listen to it today. And I listened to it and I was like, okay, I get it. I get why everybody's raving about it. I understand why people like it. It's a banger. We Came as Romans and Brand of Sacrifice dropped new single, Dark Bloom. Oh my God. Every time We Came as Romans is on this playlist, I think like current Asking Alexandria, where it's just kind of like radio rock. I just put it nicely, radio rock. And but then they just started, screaming and growling, and I was like, oh, okay. It's just every single time I see them, because they're in the same ring, in my opinion. Well, like not. In my head.
Well, you should change that, because you also thought Microwave and Tool were in the same realm. They're
the same band.
They're the same band, actually. So
in case you missed it,
Dark Bloom came out fucking, I don't know how long ago. I've listened to it too many times, and it was starting to get to the point where I was like, I fucking hate this song. I am skipping this shit. And then they're like, hey, we made a heavier version with Brand of Sacrifice. And I was like, ayo, bet. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna listen to this. This song is fucking insane. Like, I thought, like, usually when it's like these bands hopping on tracks that are already done and have been out for X amount of time, it's like they stay, well, in this case, scream a verse that's already existing. But it was like they blended the two bands together on the song, and it was like Brand of Sacrifice made it infinitely heavier, and I was like, holy shit, I don't hate this song anymore.
Oh my God.
And 8 Graves put out a new single, Level Up. This song was pretty fucking cool.
I love 8 Graves.
Spoken to them a couple of times. Last time I was so hyped up on caffeine that I was vibrating the whole time.
That was a good interview, though. That was good.
Caffeinated more often.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous
Drink one
game.
before interview tonight.
No.
Boston Manor dropped a new single, Foxglove.
We've interviewed the band Foxglove.
We have. I'm not
Um,
gonna say it.
so Boston Manor, they just put out an EP like 4 months ago. So when they were like, "All right, single out," I was like, "Oh, you guys are starting something new already." I'm really digging this song. Like, I liked the EP that came out, and I've always kind of liked Boston Manor.
Yeah.
But this song is fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
There's something in it. I was like, this new Boston Manor is fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Um,
It was good. I'm fading tonight. I don't know what's going on. It was a really good single,
really
and we
great
interviewed
track.
Foxglove. Track.
Single
it was
track.
a banger. I like Boston Manor. They're the ones with the silly little masks, right? Little ski mask.
Is their like profile picture on social media?
Yeah, it's like their logo. Yeah.
I
like
they
Boston
don't
Manor.
wear ski masks on stage, Glory.
They should. Why don't they? Where did the ski mask come from then? What's the relevance of that?
You should ask someone that is a bigger Boston Manor fan than me.
You're not a big Boston Manor fan, Shane?
No, Glory. My bad. The Unlikely Candidates put out a new single, How I Am. This song's fucking crazy, bro.
I love the Unlikely Candidates. I would like to formally apologize for comparing you guys to Imagine Dragons. That's your last single.
I thought it was Coldplay you imagined them, or you compared them to.
No, I said Imagine Dragons because you were like, actually, Imagine Dragons' last thing was good, so I think that's a compliment. And I was like, no, I didn't mean it as a compliment. Sorry, guys. But this track is good, and it was announced, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we spoke to the Unlikely Candidates. It will be out later this week. When is that? Is that like Wednesday?
I don't know. That's the guy who made the schedule. It wasn't me.
But it was good, and we've listened to the album actually, so we know that. Now I've listened to the album in the context of the album. The track that I compared to Imagine Dragons was good. So I don't need to hear this from you.
Don't take my line.
It's too late. I've already used it. But that's my take. I enjoyed this a lot. I like the Unlikely Candidates. Oh, okay. Highwind and L. Saint Germain dropped new single, Hung Up. Am I wrong, or is this L from, well, formerly from Lilac Queen? Ooh, that took me a second. Yeah, yes. Okay, cool.
This song was really fucking good. Still partial to Sugar, but this is another favorite of mine off the record. The record comes out, what, 2 weeks, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it comes out on May 6th. It comes out on the day that Fred Durst and I are in the same room.
We're gonna kiss.
Yes. Not kiss. We're just gonna be in the same room.
Sorry.
So that's how I know that date. But I'm very excited for the album to finally be out there in the world, because it's very good and everyone needs to listen to it. And I'll make sure that everyone knows they have to listen to it when it comes out on May 6th. I'll tweet from the Limp Bizkit pit. I'll be like, everybody better be listening to a Highwind show. I'm at a Limp Bizkit show right now. I'll let you all know how it goes. And then every single time I tweet about Limp Bizkit, I'll put a link to the Highwind thing, and maybe we'll go viral because people are going to get very confused as to why I'm talking about one band but linking another one.
That's a great plan, and I think you should do it. I'd love to see that happen.
I'll be a walking billboard for Highwind on Limp Bizkit Day.
That would be perfect. That would be we changed to a Highwind Stan account for the day. Oh my god. This song banged. They put me on the spot. Chris put me on the spot in the interview and was like, "Hey, what's your favorite song off the album?" You know how he's so happy. He's such a happy guy. I love Chris. Chris, you're great. But you put me on the spot, and I was a sugar because you said sugar. But this is actually my favorite track.
Copycat.
This is actually my favorite track off of the album. So Chris, if you'll take it, this is my answer.
Yeah, all it took was you guys putting out a new single for Glory to be a free thinker.
But we interviewed Highwind, the band. So go watch that.
Highwind with no space. We've interviewed Highwind with a space as well.
About their EP Wind Waker.
Yes. But obviously we spoke to Highwind. Chris is my cousin, and he is forever it got an invite to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how that
For
works.
now.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Pollyanna put out a new single, Slut. Song's fucking crazy. Music video is fucking crazy. Album comes out on June 17th. I get to tell everyone now that the album comes out, Slime, on June 17th. The vinyls are hot as shit. You should go pre-order one. An album release show, July 8th, House of Independence, Jiraiya, Late Waves. Fucking, oh god, I'm blanking. Range Life and Fox Teeth.
There you go. Good job. I was gonna help, but I was like, he'll get it.
I'll get it. Tour with Forever Came Calling. Bro, Matt, look at me. Look at how proud you can be of me. I did all the plugging, everything that the band has going on from now until the fall. I plugged it all.
Ooh, what's happening in the fall?
The Forever Came Calling tour. That's in
I
fall.
thought you were
That's
saying
September.
more was happening.
No, there's nothing else that I know of.
Okay.
I wouldn't be allowed to plug it if there was. This is everything that's announced. So yeah, the fucking song is crazy. Like I have been looping it, and I've already heard it a bunch because I've been hearing it since the mix.
There wasn't like a gun to your head when you were looping it. You were like actually looping it.
Friday,
you
bro,
like it.
Friday came, and I was like, I'm gonna stream the shit out of this, and then I did.
Good. It's a very good song.
It is, and the music video is fucking insane. Go read the article on Paper Magazine.
Whoa.
Crazy about Pollyanna. They premiered the music video, and then go watch the music video because it's crazy. And like I've obviously been sharing this song with people because it's part of my job. And usually I just be like, here's a Spotify link, go listen to the damn thing. But this is like, no, you have to watch the music video when you listen to the song for the first time because it's weird and crazy. And I'm going to keep saying the word fucking crazy.
Yeah. I got to watch the music video before it was even announced. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, music video is insane. Every time every time I thought I knew what was going on, something new just like when Jill does that to Jill, I was like,
the lap dance, yeah.
What's going on here? But it was great. Absolutely great song. I definitely need to listen to it more, but it's such a good track. It's a very strong lead single.
Very excited for the album to be out, because then we can talk about that in full. But for right now, I'm just gonna be like, album June 17th,
coming soon.
Listen to it, and then come the album release show because I'll most likely be selling merch. Maybe I'll set up the merch table in the center of the pit.
Ooh,
I commented on Late Wave's fucking thing, and I was like, can't wait to watch this show from the merch table. And Shauna from Late Waves, she responded, she was like, set up the merch table in the pit. It's like fucking bad.
Great view. Exactly, get a great view, man. Stand up on the table.
I literally set it up on the fucking stage. I was just like in front of the band, so it was just me sitting there, and then the band will be performing behind me.
Behind you.
Yo, Pollyanna, anyone in the band, if you guys are watching, let me come on stage during the thing.
And do what?
I don't know, just stand there. I'm too awkward to do anything. Just let me come on stage and stand there. Let your merch boy come on stage.
Exactly. Let's do it, guys. Come on, please. Same grade and Bring Me the Horizon dropped me single Bad Life.
What in the fuck?
Bring Me the Horizon. Please stop doing the, features and just drop the album.
So the good thing is, first of all, I don't know what the fuck was going on with this song. Fucking weird.
I mean,
it was a pop song. I don't know. Like Ollie Sykes has done pop song features in the past, but the last one he did with Olivia O'Brien, it wasn't under the Bring Me the Horizon name. It was under his own.
Ollie, yeah.
So that was weird. But the good thing is that they're taking over Malta, the island of Malta, for a weekend. The last weekend in May. And someone commented on either Ollie Sykes or Bring Me the Horizon, and Ollie responded on Instagram, and they were like, yo, let's drop a single off post-human survival horror, whatever the fuck, 2 before before this Malta weekender. And Ollie was like, deal. So hopefully, well, I mean, obviously it would have been planned before that. That's his way of saying like, yes, it's going to happen. Because like, you're not just going to go to an island. You're not just going to be the main band on an island and be like, yeah, we're going to play stuff from an album we dropped in, when was that? Is that 2020?
2020, yeah.
Okay.
So that's 2020.
And then the single,
that was your album of the year.
Yeah. And then the other song that we're going to be playing that we just put out, Die For You. Yeah, we haven't put anything else out, though. Like, obviously, you're going to put something else out. So, hopefully sooner rather than later, because I think they will be playing in the U.S. in September and October. And what if they were like, hey, new single, and also you can watch us play the single live in the U.S. in September and not September and April, September and October, when we're headlining in the U.S. Shane, you can buy a ticket right now. And I buy a ticket and I get to hear that song live.
Wow.
They have to announce to fucking tour at some point. They got to play the US at some point, and they're announced for a couple festivals around that time. So I think it's going to happen. Unless they do what they did when they came here to play with Slipknot in November, and then they just came here, played a show at the Whiskey Go-Go, played the show with Slipknot, and left.
She said, that's it. That's all we got for you.
I was like, okay, guys, the show's tomorrow. You haven't announced that tour yet. Like, it's fucking weird.
Exactly. What's going on? What's delaying you guys here?
Yeah. Did it get pushed back? Like, did someone forget to announce it? Like,
exactly. Did somebody forget to press tweet? Like, what's going on here, guys?
So, yeah, manifesting that I finally get to see him this year. And stop doing these pop song collabs, please. Actually, just stop doing collabs in general.
Yeah, just drop the album.
Put out part 2 of your 4-part series. And then the last song, Architects.
I didn't even get to. I didn't get to say my piece.
I thought you were like, stop doing collabs, and then I was like, oh yeah, bro, collabs. You want to talk about real songs?
And then you went, and I was like, okay, it'll be 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I did like this
2
track.
seconds is up.
I did like this track because of Ollie's beautiful vocals. He's killer. It's great. I don't know why he wasn't just credited on this. It should have just been featuring Ollie Sykes instead of Bring Me the Horizon, because it did not have any ounce of Bring Me. Like there was no like hard guitar. The drums didn't go crazy. There was like nothing that would have been like, oh, this is Bring Me the Horizon was definitely, in the studio while this was being built. Ollie might have been, doing his silly little thing, but Bring Me the Horizon, no. But yeah, his vocals were pretty on this one. Good job, Ollie, killing it.
Good job, Ollie.
Come on the podcast.
Architects put out a new single, When We Were Young. This one, the release date and everything had leaked a little bit ago, and then I kind of forgot it was coming out, but like also knew, and then I forgot that like everyone else didn't know that this was coming out besides everyone that like knew it leaked. So everyone was like, holy shit, new Architects. And I was like, oh yeah, that was coming out today. So that was a weird feeling, because now that like Kingdom Leaks doesn't exist, there's no like wide community, like there's no like community where you can go to that's like very populated where everyone's like in on the leaks. So this song was fucking great. Maybe new record before you guys come to the States, that you postpone the tour a whole year to this year. You should a whole record, a completely new record, even though you just dropped one last year. Give us one more, a new one, please. But I like this song. It's good.
I also liked this song. I do like Architects. This banged. Good job. I don't really have anything else to say.
And that is all the topics we have today. You've got plug-in time. Twitter is good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube, Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever, Good Noise Podcast. Patreon is patreon.com/goodnoisepodcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. I fucked that up. Glory's got Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we have an interview. So we have to go.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, and Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Leva Codley, Sam, and Matt, again, from Pulses. Awesome. Thank you guys. You rock.
Thank you.
You retweeting while I'm talking, Shane?
I was retweeting Highwind's tweet, and I liked Donovan's tweet.
Yeah, I thought so. Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Please wear your mask when you go to shows. I'm getting sick of seeing crowds of people just not wearing a mask. And it's like, guys, still in a pandemic. Still there. Get your vaccine if you can, if you haven't already. Just be a good person. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I'm really tired tonight. I don't know what's going on. That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
But I've been Shane.
So timing. I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week. We'll probably just talk solely about shows because we're going to so many.
Oh, I'm seeing the besties. Oh my god. I'm
Goodbye.
So excited. Bye.